What would you do if you could assemble your very own Avengers initiative? Better yet, what would Jason Mewes do? Best known as Jay of Jay and Silent Bob fame, Mewes sat down with us while promoting his new movie, Madness and the Method, which he both stars in and directed. Now that Mewes is a full-fledged filmmaker who's been in charge of his own production, we decided to step things up a notch and ask him what he'd do with more magnificent responsibilities. To be specific, we asked a lifelong comic book fan what he would do if he were in the Nick Fury role and had the opportunity to recruit his own team of Avengers from Marvel Comics' vast pool of characters. And we're not just talking about good guys either. Villains switch sides in comics all the time, sometimes for weird reasons. Why wouldn't they do the same for a foul-mouthed stoner from New Jersey who's bold enough to wield a bong saber and brave enough to unload a machine gun at a nigh unkillable angel? For one, Mewes has been a comic book fan all his life, an affinity that's been reflected in Kevin Smith's movies and the characters they play in them. The drug-addled duo has appeared in both Smith's movies and real-life comics as their superhero alter egos Blunt Man and Chronic. They've also met and worked with Marvel Comics icon Stan Lee on multiple occasions, with Lee having a cameo in Smith's Mallrats and another cameo decades later in Mewes' Madness and the Method. But these aren't just hat tips to the nerd crowd. Mewes has an enthusiasm for comic books that's downright infectious, and as an actor, he's even made appearances in the CW's Arrowverse.
Get some free comics, read them comics, love and sniff the comics.
So now that you know his bona fides, the question remains, what would Jason Mewes' team of Avengers look like? Though the Avengers roster has grown post-Endgame to include what feels like hundreds of people from all over the universe, including sorcerers, Asgardians, and even Howard the Duck, the first Avengers movie showed the promise of the shared Marvel universe with just 6 heroes. So we'll go with 6. Like many would, Mewes started off his selection with 3 major powerhouses: the Incredible Hulk, the adamantium-infused mutant Wolverine, and the immensely overpowered Spider-Man. But after that, things got interesting.
I guess, and it could be villains too, right?
Mewes indeed went for the villains, but didn't waste time with the lower-level likes of Crossbones, Bullseye, or some New York City bank robbers. He went straight for the god tier.
So should we say Thanos, Apocalypse?
With 3 slots to go, Mewes picked both, instantly making his team one of the most formidable forces of destruction in the entire universe. Not very heroic maybe, but hey, they'll get the job done at least. So long as there's someone a little more level-headed in charge, it takes more than pure power to make a good team. If only to give great motivational speeches, every would-be band of superhero needs a leader. And no, neither Blunt Man nor Chronic are up for the picking.
You need a team leader beside, right? So I feel like you almost need Iron Man or Captain America, or you know what? Cyclops.
Poaching the frequent leader of the X-Men is a bold move, and it inspired Mewes to make some other changes to his roster before locking it in.
I love Spider-Man, but I feel like I was just thinking about Magneto. I mean, the powerhouses. I feel like mine's like too powerful, but I think it would be pretty crazy and great.
We'll hand it to him. Magneto subbing in for Spider-Man to stand alongside Apocalypse, Wolverine, and Cyclops is pretty great, even if it's not as crazy as imagining Spider-Man and Thanos teaming up, especially after what happened in the movies. Mewes ended up sending Spider-Man to the curb, instead settling on Cyclops as a leader of the team. With that, he locked in his own personal squad of New Jersey Avengers.
So we already have the Hulk, and then we have Thanos, Apocalypse, Magneto, Cyclops is the leader, and Wolverine. So that's 6, I believe.
With a team half made up of heroes and half of slightly less heroic figures, Jason Mewes assembled a strange configuration of Avengers, heavy on the X-Men and the heavy hitters. It's the kind of squad that makes you wonder how the team would really work together. Thanos, Apocalypse, or Magneto turning face to play nice with the good guys is something that makes sense on an individual basis. But imagining all 3 of them working together for a common cause without infighting, that's a little harder to figure. We don't care how cool it is. Mewes' team wouldn't last 6 issues before they all tried to kill each other. Despite that potential problem, Mewes shared only one regret about the constitution of his superhero squad: the fact that he didn't have any room on there for someone who runs really, really fast.
I should have had Speedster. I mean, again, it's tough because there's like Quicksilver would be awesome, but I'm gonna stick with that. So there's my team.
On top of checking out his directorial debut, Madness and the Method, you can catch Jason Mewes in the upcoming film Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, touring the United States in a roadshow format starting October 15th. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite superheroes are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.